more Satisfactory. Let's use this as our screenshot now. Actually get a bit of the fluffy thing with us here. There we go. Boom. Alright, and so the people who are bailing out, see what you made me do. Trying to talk and... yeah, so that happened. Oops. Oh, I just burned another. That one. Let's. Why do we have this one here? Okay, that was probably not correct. Flailing. There we go. Did you want to wake up Team Gravity? Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, that's true. We haven't heard anyone. Well, the usual ambassador for Team Gravity is Dinosco, and he hasn't been here today. Sneak our way through. And where is it? Oh. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Loot box. Hello. Get more stuff. This is not the easiest way to do these things. It has a sound. And a static noise generator. There we go. And we don't want this one in inventory. Okay, so with that out of the way, we can now continue on our quests. Yes. You play a dangerous game. Nice game of chicken, yeah, true. Why do you keep mentioning that has a sound? Oh, it's because I thought it didn't have a sound, and so I was like, it really should have a sound, and it should have a sound like psh, and then I popped it, and I was like, psh. Oh, okay. So now it's something I have to mention every time. It does have a sound. Because I made a fool of myself once, and I want to remind you that I made a fool of myself. Oops. Right, so two things. We want oil, and we want to upgrade the coal. So let's upgrade the coal. Hey, there we go. Nilaus sees the future. That's the one it was called. Hey, Jeff S., you used to be the master clipper, but I guess maybe because I don't do so much with vehicles, there's less content to clip. Is that the case? Or is it just that I am less entertaining? Can't pay as much attention. Do you suffer from short attention span? I know, it's a horrible thing. And this part. Oh, I like this. Now we need to get the upgrade, that one, in 4. And also in 3. Let's get it in 3. It's Mark 3, so let's get it in number 3. Scale of your base as big as your alpha base by now? Nah, not really. It's definitely not. Definitely not as big as the base that we just completed. It takes up a lot of space, and if you look at it here like this, then it does look nice. But we don't even have oil yet, so it is a puny little base we have here. But as I had expected that the May release would be postponed to June, and now I am very happy that we started a new one, because if there was a new patch coming in already at the end of May, then that would be kind of... okay. That feels wonky. Okay, that actually felt really good doing that. How did we decide this one was the thing we wanted? That one. There. 3. Okay, so now this phase will continue until end of June, and I'm hoping that since the end of June release will have a lot of train things, then we can still use the same base because it actually has more tiers on top. If I'd continued on my base with the supercomputer build, then I really wouldn't have been able to build much. I would be, right now I'd be like, yeah, what are we gonna do? We built every single thing that we can, and there's nothing else to build. So, oh, this one can't be upgraded. Damn. And I get this. Oh. That one goes. This one goes. And I will need... I have 1 out of 4, so that will be 2 out of 4. Nope. Guess it won't be. Yeah, that's 2 out of 4. I'm still gonna need more. No, not really. I can take this one now. Boom. Mark 3, go. This one produces 120. Really? 120? Doesn't seem like much. Seems like exactly the same as the previous one, or maybe it was just because it only came in at less ratio. House power. Yeah, power is something that also needs a bit of attention later on. At some point. First. Okay, let me see. No, not the last one. The first one. Ah, the first one. Yes. Okay, sorry for the very long delay. Please try to avoid tagging notes in every message. If he sees your name highlighted a ton, it gets tipped up trying to follow chat. Yeah, but then I don't follow chat at this point. I find it kind of strange that trains are unlocked with tier 7, because I really think that you could make good use of them at the moment you need oil. Yeah, I think so. I think that's a good point, because oil is really far away. But I guess the philosophy, the design philosophy in Satisfactory is very much that you have to do things the hard way before you get the easy way. And only then will you learn to appreciate the easy way. I don't mind that principle. I don't know. I don't think it's what we'd call a modern design approach, because yeah, it's very much just like grind away. Modern would be too casual, but I don't know, something. So this one, now we need to figure out where it is not keeping up. Hey, now finally we get some belts that actually help us move forward, although that doesn't help us much because we can't ride them. Guess we'll take it the wrong place. And you already have a perfectly working system that you don't need any reason to replace. You're absolutely right. I mean, you have a really good point about that. I think it's mainly from the perspective of road mapping that they've done that. That trains is a new technology that they haven't finished yet, and because of that, yeah, train should unlock with coal. That makes sense. Coal trains, yeah. Static noise generator, awesome. Oops, I take damage from this. Nope, exactly not. Right, so it's time to go in here and upgrade all the belts we can find. There. I don't really think we need to upgrade more, but I'm kind of on a roll here, so let's do it. Let's do it. And now it just becomes a thing. And all of it has to be upgraded. Looks fine. And on the outbound side, we absolutely need to upgrade, because this one is producing way too much. So I'll upgrade here, here. What? Oh yeah, that's true. And this one. Does it work? See, they stop all the time. Okay, and from here, get it, and this Mark 3. And just like that, we have improved our oil bylaw. This is completely irrelevant. Why would I even want to upgrade that? I don't know, but now it's upgraded. Because this one is constrained anyway. Everything seems to be constrained. That's okay, except not really. Oh, look at that. We were so close to running out. That's so cool. Nice. Wow. This is only 90, so that's not really going to be an issue. This one also totally wasteful to upgrade, now that I think of it. Actually, so wasteful that it feels bad. There you go. I'll put them in here. That was that one. I suspect that we actually also need slim up. These are 120. Wait. No, they're actually 60 each. Because it's 30 plus 30, and that means 60. So what I need to do is... don't need to. Yoink. That's a small one. All of this needs to be upgraded by just a bit. So, see these coming out at... I have Mark 2 belts really. And this is 30 per minute. Kill that, kill that, kill that, and kill that. Wrong sequence. Should have killed these first. So this is 1 Mark 2. Oh, come on. Okay. Let's take this one out then. Always like completely crazy how to do this. There. It involves a certain amount of black magic to figure out how to get this one sorted. And this is now a... Nope. Mark 2 belt. Mark 2 goes in there. It's not wired yet. And... I need... 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is there any real use case for power slugs outside of miners? Rounding off to build perfect ratios is the other one, I would say. Come on, build it. Why not? Floor's too steep. The worst part here is when you have built it once and then it just refuses to build it again. I mean, we know it can be there, but now it's like, no, that can be it. I'm not gonna do it. You got me into this once and you're not gonna get me into it again. You prissy little bitch. Now do as I tell you. Go on the floor. I am on the floor. Doesn't make a difference. I am here. Floor is too deep. Floor is too steep. And if I put that one as well, it'll just say, no, that doesn't exist. There's nothing here. Nothing at all. Abuse bugs? Why would this be a bug? I don't see why this would be a bug. Floor's too steep. Players in the way. Floor encroaching. Floor's too steep. Floor's too steep. Yeah. Alright. Oh my god, that's horrible. That's so horrible because the whole thing has to be redone then. Everything has to be redone because it decided that it did not want to. And now there are boxes of shame everywhere. I don't really know what to do here. I mean, this one has to be here and then some, so I guess the only option is moving it this way and then, I don't know, taking some small foundations. I would really like them to be more consistent on this. Yep. Now I need to look at this. This one needs to be shut off. And shut off as well. That one. That one. Nope. Okay, so you're now coming here, and the other one, I have no idea where that is now. Might as well just keep it at this level so it kind of looks on purpose. Nope. I can't do that. Thank you for having some semblance of order. And okay. I guess this one can go up here and then merge in. Nope. Totally not worth it. Totally not worth it. And it's merger here. Alright. And that means okay, I'm just Whitebug, I'm sure the devs do not intend to put miners on platform. If they don't, then they shouldn't allow it. Yes, this is not a 90%, but I can't when miners are involved. That's just the way it is. That is close, but not really. Well, shape. Okay, well that was easy. Okay, one more, which is almost certainly also going to blow up in our face, because why not? Let's try it. And we need... No, I do have them all. Good. Yeah. Ah! Oh, it's too steep. Of course it is. Of course the floor is too steep. I would have expected nothing less from you. Okay, so we really need to figure out if it is intended or not intended to place it like this. And... I think it comes down to the eternal battle between man versus nature. The developers will probably want us to be like, follow the flow of the base and all that crap, and I'm like, no, I want to build something nice and industrial. I am even to the point where I think that the fact that there is no terraforming is an omission. No, that's gotta be in this level. It's gotta be. Look at this. Look how happy it is. And that's probably not how it's gonna be. Boom. So you're going in there. You... So much rework. So much rework for this. And it was just a simple upgrade, right? Just a simple upgrade. One, two. Nope. This one doesn't count anymore. One, two. Okay, are we there yet? We are there yet. So let's get valid aim locate. Oh, because I'm placing on top of the other one. Right, from here to that one, to that one, to that one. Good. That should be 60 on each. And oops. And we also need a location here. Now the funny thing was that someone said that you can actually place them on top. Nope, not really. Not easily at least. Okay. Mark 2, so at 60 plus 60, that is 120 inbound for each lane. The whole thing could be combined into one Mark 2 lane, but that's not how we play. We build it like this, and that's how it's going to be. So these will be full belts as soon as both operational. That's a full belt. Great. There we go. In cable mode. Oh yeah, of course it's in cable mode. Yeah. And these will not need to be upgraded because they need to transport 120 each. This one is also 120. So technically 135, but I think that's not really needed. This one looking good. The fact that this belt is full means that it is actually consuming it. Though it's still a bit strange why it's consuming so much when this is barely working. And this definitely needs to be a Mark III belt, because what's the point of having 120 plus 120 if you cannot support it? That means we need to catch some outbound, and unfortunately that's going to be a bit tougher because we don't have it. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to let it accumulate up here by killing a belt. That belt. Go faster. I wonder how many we need downstairs. 100 or something? That's a lot. Time to go for me. Alright, Jeff, thank you for joining. Let's, if I leave this, oh, you know what? It's gonna happen in a different way. What we are gonna do is we are going to grid some steel, some motors. We'll take the motors back, complete the oil, and then we are going to take a look at where the oil is, but we're not going to go quite out there yet. Rotors are very dead. That's interesting. That's kind of a bit of... It's a bit of clipping, right? Yoink. Happy. Huh. Rotors need to get more loving for sure. So let's have a guess. How many motors are waiting in the belts? In the box. How many motors? 200? 200. 200, right? 300. Almost 5. Why would I take all? 100. 200. 300. I'll take 3. There we go. $489. Yeah, that was close. It's still pretty good. And look at this beautiful belt full of lovely encased industrial beams. Something you can never have too many of. When you start with Mark IV belts, for sure. Whoops. Oh. Ow. Embarrassing. No prize though. Yes, that's life. And I'll remember to get a few of these. And we get the oil. Jam it. Let's see what else we can get. Let's listen. Forgot to talk, didn't you? Rebar, alternate computer, plastic, well, don't have that. Caterium electronics. Okay. I think we need this one at some point. Industrial manufacturing. That's where we get the manufacturing, the truck, and the computer. This one's probably going to be the next one, since we can make the computer from this. Tier 1 is Summers Loop, alternate iron ingots, and the mushroom. Great. Probably not that one. Probably. This one is more computers. We can't build computers yet, so there will be no computers until we can build them ourselves.
A new subscriber. Come, steel yourself. We are building an army.
Hey, thank you, Cabbage, for conscripting Kenken to our community. You do win a prize. Oh, that's so nice of you. There is a prize. Whether that's the price you wished for.
You have shown adequate restraint concerning explosives. I have weighed the danger levels of this planet against your chance of survival. Conclusion, a new milestone is now accessible in Tier 5.
Rifle. Riffle. Oh, yeah, 50. That's a lot. And cartridge, ammo for rifle, and a rifle. I can't even see what's up or down on this thing. Not really sure we need it at this point. Let's see, is there anything else we can now research? We could do the oscillators, yeah? Let's do the oscillators because we have the oscillators here. Oscillator and go. Off we go. 23 minutes or 22 and a something minute. Oh right, we did actually have something we wanted to do. That was over here. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. So I will need to okay, like this, and that means first we have to take eight of these. Then we take I like this way. I like this function, except it right click. No, I'm holding right click down, holding it. It's just something, and it'll just start sliding, and then it clicks out. Maybe it's my mouse that's awful. I'll put these in, whatever. see. Oops. Mistakes were made. Big mistakes. That one goes out, and now I can take this out. There we go. It's motors. We still don't have Caterium and all the other crap, so it's not going to be perfect unless we find. For example, rotors, they could be phased out at this point. Never going to use rotors. Mistakes were made. I want one. What? Hop. Rapid fire. Has a magazine of 10. Yeah, that exactly. I was like, rapid fire? Okay, what are we doing now? First of all, I'm kind of suspecting that we are at our road's end. The one thing that I could try to do was getting the motors back, and that shouldn't be that difficult. It's from up here. I need to go over here. So which way around that one should it go? This is starting to look like a bit of a super highway, so maybe we'll just continue and then branch it off there. Yeah, that's actually, we can build that pretty fast. Yeah, okay. That was something. Alright, Miss Timony, going to bed. Yeah, we're ending in about... Your 20-year-old mouse? No way. Yeah, maybe. We're ending in about 20 minutes, so I think we'll try to get a few things more. Or just one more thing back. Okay, so let's see. It has to be here in this one. So that's going to conflict with this one. Oh dear. I don't like that. That sucks. Right? I'm just checking. But it is. But it is. Not pretty. Is there another way to do this? Because this seems to be very steep at getting up there. Now this is the first opportunity. The only other way is making it a... Like this would actually be better. Or what about... this? Oh, that's actually much nicer. Huh. Okay, cool. So we got a solution. Yeah, this one should go back into 9 where it belongs. Shortcut number 9. 2 height staggers. I will only do 2 height staggers when it is absolutely necessary. I want it to be as flat as possible. That's how we build fast. And over here. Maybe this is just another elevator. Yeah, I guess so. Yep. And this is a conveyor lift 3. I'm gonna stay with the 2s for now. They are gonna be fine. Okay, and let's bring it in. That means that one takes out. Actually, this one goes out. This one goes out, and instead there. So we got it down here. Oops. And this has to fit into... I can't even remember it. Could have been a proper spaghetti junction. Yeah, you're right, but that's exactly what I wanted to avoid, so I'm kind of happy that it didn't turn into a spaghetti junction, because I did not want a spaghetti junction. Something that looks neat and looks like, oh yeah, you had to do this, and that makes perfect sense. So actually, I think this is better to do it this way. Let's go up, and we retain them at the ground level when we can. Nice 5-hour stream. Yes, it is a 5-hour stream. That's how I want to do it in weekends though. And that one. And then we go this way as far as we can. And again, this is too far. This is just far enough. Now this, oh right, it's because it has to go over these as well. So I keep them at this level, but also bring them down immediately afterwards. Yeah, like it. Come on. Like the other ones, and now comes the toxic one. Why? Oh, the other one was here. Okay. Didn't take any damage. Nice. And let's see. Verify. And I guess this is where it then needs to... Oops. Might actually be right there. So, which means this is not gonna work. So... yeah. Just need to get there. Are you liking the update? It's fine. It's nice. I mean, we played it for a while now, since it was part of the experimental. So we got it on the 30th of January or of April. So we've been playing it for a while. So I don't really feel that it's the new upgrade anymore. I just feel like this is the game. I think there are some things I really think they should have fixed, specifically the pink gun. That bothers me a bit. Not gonna lie, because it actually makes it really difficult to make aesthetics in the base without just a lot of redoing. Hello, and you are gonna poof. Oh, I can make it even better. Look at this. This one. Punch a hole here. See, this is much better. Good night, everyone. Okay, HMS Lao. Yep, we don't worry. We for the people who are hanging in there, we are gonna end soon. So do not fear. You don't have to miss out on anything if you can stay awake just a little while longer. But if not, then that's also okay. If you turn into a pumpkin or some other fairy tale thing at the midnight, whatever time zone you are. And on that note, did Prince Charming get consent from... Oh no, that doesn't work. From Sleeping Beauty when he kissed her? Or was that just basically the Disney version of a Ruffy Colada? So, feeding her roofies and then kissing a sleeping girl. I don't know. It doesn't seem legit to me. In this age of explicit mutual consent, then I think it's very important to know whether Sleeping Beauty gave her consent or not. Let's see, I have no idea how to do this. Not connected. Nobody watches Sleeping Beauty. It's like the Satisfactory of Disney movies. That is maybe because of all the politically incorrect things that happened in that movie. Connected? Yes. Lovely. Is that... Yep, it's good. Look at this. I'm happy with this. That was a good solution we came up with. I like this little detail of going through here. We could make walls, but I actually like this one better because then I can also run through it myself. What I'm not so keen on is having all this wilderness right next to us. Let's push out civilization a bit further here. Like this. Good. Oh, look at this beautiful thing. The mutual consent condom. Oh, is that the one that needs 2 people to open or something like that? I guess we don't build more of those. All the power in my factory died right when I typed that. I probably deserved it. Yeah. Yeah, Tinvek, you are my kind of cynical. My kind of cynical for sure. Making safe sex more complicated is a surefire way. Yeah. And why not anything up here? Did it get stuck somewhere or is it just slow? We may never know. It's not working. It's not snapping somehow. Okay, that's kind of okay because it's actually not connected. There. Ta-da! The hero is a king who meets a beautiful sleeping princess and decides to rape and impregnate her while she's sleeping. So I'm going with the no on the consent. Okay, wow, yeah, that's sometimes the original stories are, yeah, not up for, let's say, modern times. That's very often the case that, yeah, not really up for, yeah. Yeah, the Grimm fairy tales, yep. Alright, so we now have okay, so now we think about one thing. Okay, let's think about many things, but let's talk about one thing. I feel quite satisfied that, alright, we have unlocked oil, we have unlocked the tier 5-6, we have built the motors, and we built this beautiful little tower and brought it back here. But then again, that's one way of looking at it, saying, oh, that's great, we have achieved something, the base has grown bigger. But on the other hand, looking at it saying, like, that's 5 hours to build to build motors. That seems pretty crazy, right? That seems like a lot of time. And I'm not really sure that this is kind of what I mean by this, the slowness here of building. I like it. It's therapeutic to build at this pace, and it's nice and calm, but I wish I could build bigger faster. And I don't really feel that I'm super inefficient. 4 hours of Oslo. Hello, Cassinator. Most sad is when you have to work harder for it. This game has Minecraft speed, not Victoria speed. I think you got a good point, Borodima. I think you got a good point. And hello, Gareth. And you do need some kind of construction bots or something like that. But I still feel, of course, there's a lot of other things we've also built. Right? We've been fixing a lot of things. We've been upgrading our steel. We've been going all the way over to a steel deposit and fixing that. We've been going over getting Caterium right there. So there's a lot of things that has been done. But at the end of the day, when we look at what we've achieved this stream, is we built the motor tower, brought the items in, built the motors, brought it back to the hub, and then a bit bits and bobs here and there. But that's it. We'll do that like this, so we can see that we finally got it back here too. Okay. Blueprints would fix that, but you would have to have a massive amount of materials on it. Yeah, I don't know how to fix it. Yeah, Castanet, anything that looks good takes time. That's the truth here, because of course I could just build these two machines here and just drag some random belts over. But that's not exactly how I want to play this. And I really like the idea that I had about sort of, as I draw more lines, the space that gets covered in concrete gets bigger and bigger. And I think we can start to see this, and at some point I'll be annoyed about this and then cover this one and this one and this one and this little thing here, and just like slowly spreading out the concrete as more and more belts pass around. Inventory would have a significantly larger to have a mechanic to get blueprints. Yes. But to blueprint, there is plenty of room here to make the inventory bigger. Multiple conveyor belt segments at once would be extremely helpful, I think. I've given up on every microfactory build because once you get everything made once, you dread making it 6 more times around the map. Yeah, Cassinator, that's exactly the point, because there is no blueprint. So building once and building the next one, it's going to be exactly the same amount of work. And that's, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love seeing the base grow. And if you guys are having fun with this and you can play your own game next to it and we can chat about movies and Disney's and whatever else we can come up with, then I'm having a good time, and hopefully you're having a good time as well. And then we're going to continue to do this. But from a purely content creation perspective, I'm pretty sure I could compress this to a 20-minute video on YouTube of building motors. And I don't know if I should do that. Things will be huge, maybe a game changer. I don't really think so. I don't know. If we look at trains compared to trucks, if we take all the derpiness away from the trucks, it's still a tremendous amount of work to, the logistics of it, like the fueling and the scheduling and that kind of thing, and I think you'd also have to lay tracks everywhere. I think that's going to be a big deal. Cassinator, you sound almost burned out with the last couple of comments. No blueprints, you won't be able to build distributed enough. No, that's true. And this is also why my build is different than yours. Smaller. It's hard to replicate. Yeah, I can completely imagine it. Also because you're building it, and then what, right? This one, I like this, and I especially like the fact that I have my friend here flying in. So that means the next build is probably going to be over here or something, which means I'm going to go out there, find the oil, bring it back. Hey, we can scan for oil now. Huh. Welcome to depression. Anytime now. Anytime. Whenever you're ready. It's okay. You can give me the beep now. There we go. God damn it. How far? 2,200 meters. God damn it. Shit. Multiplayer becomes an issue too because there aren't twice as many resources. You end up racing to boxes for mats. Oh, really? I would imagine that I think a 3-player multiplayer where everyone start at the 3 different locations and you just build, and then at some point you build together, except you'll find out they're not aligned. I have way more materials than I need. Everything's just basically at an idle state most of the time. Oh, I'm don't get me wrong, I'm having a great time, but the 2 kilometers are, oh wait, by the way, 2 oscillators blow me up, and what was the other one? 4 rubber. Okay, we're not gonna go back until we get the 4 rubber. More people with the same number of ball becomes pretty quick. Yeah, actually, I'm actually more concerned about the end game, because my supercomputer build, like the 17.3 supercomputers, sure, that's very nice, but then there's, I can't remember, but there's some tier above supercomputer, whether that the quantum something, or anyway, but that requires 2 supercomputers. So things just scale up insanely. Quantum computers and turbo motors, yeah. Is it called quantum computers? I thought it was called quantum something else. Quantum encoders, I thought it was. Yeah. And at some point, you're gonna just look at it saying, if I want the last bit, let's say nuclear, for example. If I want 1 nuclear thingy per minute, then I may need 10 supercomputers per minute, and then you start scaling back, like, really? That's basically the entire map you have to consume. You can only build around 60 supercomputers with the entire map. And I'm like, okay, until you get better miners, of course, but that's still not that much. But anyway, we're far from being there, so no worries. Anyway, I think it's time for us to wrap up. Anyone streaming that we know of that we want to jump to? Let's see. What about over in Factorio land? See, anyone saying something? Few Factorio folks. Satisfactory, no clue. Cloud and Jimorian. Okay, let's jump over to Cloud. We jumped over to Jimorian last time. Alright, so tomorrow evening, Portal 2, Portal Stories Mel. So that's more awesome, seeing how slow I am compared to the average 13-year-old with solving puzzles. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a bit of everything. I'm gonna have a blast with it. So I hope you want to join for a casual Saturday evening. On Sunday, it currently think it says Satisfactory, but I will be streaming Factorio on Sunday. I think we got the ball rolling there, and I want to really make some progress with the trains and that kind of thing. So let's get that up and running. So Factorio Sunday. I may do some Hearthstone either tomorrow or Sunday, just randomly in the morning for whatever, because I like to. And that's it. Thank you everyone for your support, for the new subs, for the returning subs, for keeping me company, and have a great evening. Say hi to Clown Sound for me. Good night.